What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about spiritual and physical practices you can do to kind of increase your vibration or just increase your energy, to give you to make you feel more energized throughout the day, to give you an extra boost of energy, right? And some practices you can do. Now I do mention this a lot in my videos, but I'm gonna get like more into depth, I guess. Well, not much in depth. I'm just gonna inform it again, but I'm gonna explain it more. So let's get to it. So a list you could do to increase your energy or to give you more energy and to kind of heal your nervous system and to relax your body is one, meditation. When you do meditation, you're constantly slowing down your heartbeat, you're slowing down your body, you're relaxing your body, and you're relaxing your mind, and you're relaxing your racing thoughts. That can help you a lot. So just practice on your deep breath work. You can do meditations, and you can also practice deep breathing work or deep breathing exercises and just deep breath work. So inhale, exhale. The more you do it, the more you slow down your heartbeat, the more you're slowing down your nervous system, the more you're gonna heal your body. So just keep on doing that. Also, another, you will try to do that every day, because at least for me, whenever I do it, I feel more calm, I feel more relaxed, and I feel like my nervous system is more calm, and my heartbeats become a lot more slower and smoother. So that's another thing you can do. And I've noticed the more you meditate, the more you practice on your deep breathing exercises, it can make you it can really make you just relax your mind, relax your racing thoughts and your heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? So just keep on doing it. Make sure you just keep on doing it, and be consistent with it. Try to do it every day if you can, and you'll see the difference. I've noticed too when you do it. I'm not sure if you can break addictions, but at least for me, whenever I do it, I feel like I'm more in the present moment. And I think people talk about this as well. Like the more you meditate, the more you'll be in the present moment. So you should definitely try that out. Also, another practice you could do is NoFap and semen retention. Now, when you practice on, I'm sure I know you guys hear about this all over YouTube. People always talk about it, but it's true. When you practice NoFap, when you practice semen retention, the more you practice it, it's not gonna be easy ride, but the more you do it throughout the year, the more you're gonna break free from like sexual addictions. Like you're gonna be more sexually disciplined, and like you're not gonna fall into like addictions. Like people who have a hard time with like NoFap or semen retention usually, and they're single, usually they have a problem with like porn addictions or just sexual websites like that, right? Or they can't control themselves sexually. So the more you practice semen retention, the more you practice NoFap, one is gonna get you a boost of energy. At least that works for me. I think people have talked about this, and it's proven. I forgot why. I think because the increase in testosterone, or like you give more energy. Females could do it too. Just practice not like just practice not masturbating as much. You know what I'm saying? It works for male and females. Just practice semen retention pretty much. The more you do it, again, it's gonna give you more energy. But I've also heard the benefits. What it can do is, I've heard that it could clear up your skin. It can make your skin more glowy. It can give you more richer, thicker hair. And it can also, like I said, definitely get you more stronger, because semen, and it's all that is testosterone, all that is energy. And the more you hold it, the more you're gonna. It makes sense that the more you hold it, the more energy you're gonna give your body, and your body will definitely become a lot more stronger. And people have been reported this. There are scientific facts. I just can't remember it, but people have been reported like when they're at the gym, they're able to lift heavier weights, or like they're able to get better workouts in general, and they feel more energized throughout the day ever since they practice semen retention and NoFap. And even people who ejaculate a lot, people who have sex a lot, they tend to feel extremely drained, extremely well. First, I heard sex is a good thing, so I'm not saying sex is a bad thing, because I've heard benefits of sex. Like it's just normal and it's natural. So there are benefits to it. But I'm talking about when you're constantly ejaculating through like porn websites. This is more so talking about like addictions with bad habits. I'm not talking about sex. Sex is fine, but I'm talking about like with porn addictions, and just being reckless with your sexual energy. That's what I mean. Where was I? Yeah, but like the more you hold in your sexual energy, the more you hold in your semen retention. You're doing semen retention, you have better workouts, you feel more energized throughout the day, you'll feel stronger, and like your eyes will clear up, your skin will clear up, you have richer, thicker hair, and you also gain a lot more muscle, especially when you're working out, when you're going to the gym. And especially as you get older, especially as you're an adult, it's always very useful to have more energy throughout the day. It's always useful, because like time is speeding up extremely fast, and like we're getting less sleep since time is speeding up fast, and like we've just been bombarded, and we've been overworked with all these schedules and work situations, especially people like families, or like they gotta take care of loved ones, or I guess schedules are so full, they got so many things they gotta complete throughout the day. Semen retention, NoFap is extremely important. But also what I've heard from semen retention, NoFap, what I've heard from other people is that like it's an increase in sexual energy. So like it's sexual energy. So I've heard from a spiritual perspective that sexual energy is actually creative energy. Oh, my nose itchy, man. Like sexual energy is pretty much, like I said, it's creative energy. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm just getting distracted. So since it's creative energy, and the more you hold it in, it's gonna make sense that the more you participate in NoFap and semen retention, the more creative you're gonna get. And I find that to be true because whenever I'm doing NoFap or semen retention, I feel like I tend to be more creative with my ideas. I feel like I have a stronger work ethic, and I find different solutions on how to solve problems and how to do better throughout my life, right? So it's not easy practicing it because as human beings we're so prone to addictions and just all this shit like that, and we're just humans too. Especially the more you work out, the more sexual you're gonna feel, man or woman. So it's natural, and one of our purposes for Earth is to be here and to reproduce. So it's gonna make sense that naturally it's gonna be hard for us to practice those. I'm not saying do it for a whole year or like completely withdraw from it, but just try to go days, weeks, try to practice over time. The main purpose of it is to not harm yourself, to not torture yourself, but the main purpose more so is to break free from bad addictions. If you feel like your sexual energy has too much power over you, you need to control your sexual energy. Don't let your sexual energy control you. This is where you get your rapists from, or like people who have kids by accident, or just shit like that, people who have porn addictions. And not only that, but like the more you watch porn, the more you ejaculate. I've heard like you just feel sluggish, and like you have an increase in social anxiety, and like you just feel dirty, and like you just don't want to be around people, or like you just feel exposed, or you just feel embarrassed, or you feel that shame or something. It depends on the person, but I'm talking about as an overview. Like most people having reports of like feeling that, and I feel like this myself too. There are times where like I would quit on NoFap, or like I wouldn't, or like I have a tough time with NoFap, and then I feel sluggish, or whenever I ejaculate, I feel sluggish, I feel slow, I feel like I can't think properly, especially in social settings. Like I just feel socially awkward. Like I'm not as socially aware or socially intelligent, or like I don't have that self-awareness. I feel sluggish, and I hate that feeling when I ejaculate. I just feel extremely like sluggish and slow. But whenever I participate in NoFap and semen retention, I feel more energized. I feel like I feel more confident. Like I have less social anxiety. I'm able to talk to people. I'm able to look people in the eye. I'm more creative. I'm more energetic. I feel more stronger. It's easier for me to gain muscle. I definitely feel more aggressive, but all that is testosterone. And there's why people talk about when you're participating in NoFap or semen retention, you got to find different outlets. Like try working out. What helps me is running. That helps a lot. Also doing squats. That helps out a lot. Lifting weights, or try to find creative outlets like making YouTube, like me. Like I'll make YouTube videos, or like focus on your homework. That I think that's the main purpose of life. You got to use your aggression in a good way to help you succeed. I feel like with people, they use aggression and they use it in the wrong way. Some people use aggression to be addicted to video games. People use aggression to rob banks. People use aggression to harm people. People use aggression for being reckless, to breaking the law and shit like that. So try not to use your aggression. I feel like one of the key points or the secrets to succeeding in life is to use your aggression in the right way. You instead use your aggression to study, apply, and pass your college classes. Use your aggression for working out. Use your aggression to succeed and skyrocket and propel on your career or on your job or at your work setting. Not just anger, but pain, because pain means you're angry, and angry means you're in pain. And I feel like that applies to everything in life. Utilize your sadness, your anger, all these negative emotions, and try to use it to make you become great. If you were to use your pain and your negative emotions for working out, and your people say this, where like they'll use their pain after like a breakup or after a traumatic situation, they'll go to the gym and like they'll gain more muscle, they'll become more stronger. Your athletes who lose championship games, they feel this pain, and like they take all the anger and aggression out on their performance, and then that's how they become great. So it's stuff like that where like you got to utilize your pain, your aggression, and anything that's positive in your life that will give you a good return. And I feel like that was what's tricky about life. Sometimes it's so tempting to throw your anger, your sadness, and all these negative emotions in the wrong direction. So try to redirect it in a proper direction. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. And people do talk about this. But yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I noticed. Because when you're participating in NoFap and semen retention, you're naturally going to feel more aggressive, especially for guys. Like, you're going to have all that testosterone building up inside you, So try to utilize it in a good way. But like I said, the purpose of it is to not torture yourself. and not to shame yourself, but more so it's meant to improve your life and to like break free from bad addictions that's controlling or harming you, right? Me, I used to have a tough time with that, but now as the years go by, as the days go by, it's becoming a lot more easier and smoother. And I think one of the main secrets too is to keep yourself occupied, keep yourself busy, because think about it, you wouldn't like ejaculate or jack off in public, right? So why would you do it by yourself? You know, so that's the same mindset you gotta have, you know. And someone mentioned this, and I forgot his name, but he had a good point. So it's all about being busy with your schedule. Try to make try to be productive throughout your life. This is what I said. Try new things. Try to apply for colleges. If you even don't like it, just try to find ways to keep you busy. Try to do the healing work, clear trauma. There's so much information out on the internet, and like there's so much opportunities. You can work out a lot and just do what you got to do. Especially since time is speeding up, it's gonna make things a lot more easier. Since time is speeding up and you got nothing to lose, you can just work out all day. You know, since time is speeding up, the days are gonna go by faster, and eventually you're gonna break free from these addictions. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing which you could do is fasting. So with fasting, now people talk about fasting all the time. Based on the things I learned from other people, what fasting could do is one, what I've heard is that it can help heal your digestive system. It can help heal your body, and like there's benefits. Like whenever, and it's true. People talk about when you fast, you're healing your blood. You're healing you're healing your digestive system, because when you constantly eat, you're taking in so much food, and like you're just putting so much stress on your stomach. And when you fast, you're giving your stomach a break so it can recover, so it can like recuperate pretty much. And also other people mentioned that like when you fast, you're giving your body time to breathe, you know, and to also, this is why when you fast, you're gonna have more clarity, you're gonna have faster reflexes, you're gonna have a better self-awareness, you know. You don't have to fast for like a month or a week. So you can fast for a couple of days and you'll be good, you know. Just look up fasting on YouTube, and a lot of people will talk about the benefits of it. You don't have, like I said, you don't have to fast for a month or weeks. You just fast for like 2 days a week, or you can increase your days if you feel more comfortable, you know. And like not only that, but I feel like with fasting, it could also help break free from addictions. I think people talk about it too, like when they're on a fasting journey, they tend to lose certain desires or certain taste buds for like certain foods like they used to like, and ever since they fasted, they don't like it anymore. So try it out, you know, because food is addicting, you know. It is. I struggle with this too. Like I still get addicted with like bad foods, especially like junk food, because all that chemicals, all that sugar, all that like drugs they put in these foods to make you addicted, you know. Even like Skittles and other candies is actually banned from different countries. I forgot which one. I think China. I forgot where, but like there are reports of like different candies that are actually banned, and not banned, but they're illegal, you know. And that's how you know these candies are basically drugs. I think scientifically proven that like candy and like crack is kind of like the same thing in a way when it comes to addiction. So that's another thing to look at, you know. So you just gotta be careful what you eat. I'm not saying be paranoid, but just be mindful and try to fast, and like just try to point out like the addictions or like the foods that you really enjoy. Do you really enjoy, or are you just addicted to it? Or like your stomach, your gut, your tongue is so used to eating it. So try fasting. It can slowly break free from these addictions, you know. There's also spiritual benefits to it. I've heard from other people that it's actually good for manifestations as well. So that's another thing to take into consideration. Another thing also, yoga stretches. Now there's this guy named Inoue. He did mention that like, well, it's kind of, he did mention this as well. He did mention that like everyone's body is different, or like what may work for him, it may not work for you. It all depends on the person. But more so, just yoga and full body stretches in general is such a good thing, especially when you're getting older. Because when you get older, your body naturally becomes fragile. Your body becomes more weak. So when you're constantly fasting, you're releasing stress from the body, and that's true. This is why people have, and Inoue mentioned that like sometimes with the human body we tend to have knots from all the stuck energy, from all the stress, from all the anxiety, from all these emotions we hold in inside of us. So the more you stretch, the more you're able to release these knots around your body, and then you're able to release these negative emotions. And it makes sense because it's scientifically proven that like when you stretch, you're actually releasing a lot of stress from the body. And Inoue, shout out to him, he did mention this, you know. And not only that too, but like just overall, stretching is such a good thing in general, because it's always good to have a full range of motion, because you don't want to be stiff. As you get older, you don't want to be one of those people where like your body feels stiff, or like you can't do as much activities as much, or like physical activities, or like you're not flexible. And it's also easier for you to get injured if you don't stretch. It's why it's so important to do full body stretchings. You know, if you combine fasting, stretching, and meditations to your daily routine, it will be awesome. Faye, he does these practices for, like, he does yoga, he does meditations, and he also does fasting. And he mentions that, like, he gets so much benefits, and it has helped him break free from addictions in such a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Even though everyone's body is different, like he mentioned, it can still benefit you. So let's try it out. Also, what you can do, try to work out. Try to take times throughout the day to work out as well. It's always good to be healthy. Always, and like, try to find ways to do some cardio and also build strength by lifting weights, by doing body weight exercises like push-ups, sit-ups. Always go outside and go for a run. It's always good to keep your body nice and fit, nice and healthy. Because it's just good. Human beings, we're naturally meant to be outside and get energy. Don't forget to go out in nature. Just take care of yourself. Just relax and enjoy it. Just from all the stress, from all the corruption the Matrix has to offer, just take time out of your day to relax, enjoy yourself, just take a deep breath, and you'll be good. Always take time for yourself. Always take time to relax. And that's how you got to look at it. I feel like I'm missing something. I want to mention something else. I forgot what I mentioned. I think that's pretty much it. But this more so is an overview of, like, what I've learned from other YouTubers based on the practices they'll do, and make sure you try it out for yourself. Me, I tried this out myself as well, and I've seen so much benefits from it. You know what I'm saying? And also, shout out to all the YouTubers who do talk about stuff like that. But also, try to do your best to eat healthy. Try to, regardless of your diet, if you eat meat, if you're vegetarian or whatever, try to add more fruits and vegetables to your diet. And yes, I understand, like, people talk about there's chemtrails, or like there's a lot of pesticides, there's a lot of GMOs in these foods. Even though that is the case, at least fruits and vegetables, at least it's something. Especially when you're fasting, you're gonna heal your body. Your body's gonna become more healthy. And when you add more fruits and vegetables to your body, it not only is gonna help clear your skin, it's gonna make your blood more alkaline. It's gonna give you more energy. So imagine you're doing no fap, which you can get more energy. You're also eating healthy, and fruits and vegetables it's been proven that it gives you energy as well. So imagine you're eating healthy, you're doing no fap, you're fasting here and there, you're working out, and you're stretching. As an adult, life is gonna be a lot more easier. Now I know it is easier said than done to even to do those practices, but just try it out for yourself, and you'll see the benefits. And I feel like it'll make life a lot more easier. And that's all I gotta say. This video is just short. It's just more so of, like, a reminder of how to, like, kind of a self-help and how to improve your life. Also, I'm gonna talk about that's all I gotta say. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one. Peace.